Steve, it was a pretty frenetic pace to start this game. I know you guys expected it, but did you expect to jump out to that big early lead?
Well, we expected some tempo. We expected a lot of possessions. Just like the way our guys started the ball game defensively. We were really locked in and worked really hard defensively and got some runouts. We knew there would be a potential for some of those. We pitched it ahead. We ran the floor hard. We built a nice lead and sustained it pretty well. I thought in the first half, didn't feel like, at one point we were up 20, it didn't really feel like that, but I thought our guys handled that the right way. They just kept getting stops and having good possessions, and it was nice to see us build a big lead like that when Javon and Keaton really weren't going crazy. We know those guys can get hot and go crazy at any point, but other people were awfully good to start the game. Giovanni and Nick and Byron, A-Tim, all those guys really contributed nicely before Keaton got it going, and he did get it going.
I was going to say, is it nice to kind of have a mature team in the sense of not letting up and not letting them back into that game when they have a big lead, coming back in the second half and starting out strong?
Yeah, for sure. At halftime, that was the talk is, what are they saying right now? 20-point game. They've got to find a way. They're going to try to find a way to get back in this. What's the most likely thing that's going to happen? They're probably going to come out and trap us a little bit and see if they can cut it from 20 to 10. We need to make sure we handle that. Go down there and try to stretch it from 20 to 25 or 20 to 30, and again, we got real hot there early in the second half and popped it open pretty good. So yeah, that was good to not let them back in the ball game early in the second half.
Like you said, Wallace and Jackson didn't get warm until really the second half. So can you talk about the role that Gio played in that first half?
Well, Gio does so much for our team. He's just a true point guard, leader, quarterback of the team. Always fights like crazy defensively. Always gives you great effort. He just doesn't always score a lot, and he made a lot of good plays. He was strong with the ball. We set some ball screens. He was able to get in the paint, and when we get those other guys going, we're a really, really good offensive team. So it's good for him. He's been spending a lot of time working on his shooting. For him to continue to throw in an occasional three-pointer just helps us immensely.
How do you think he did against their pressure defense, Coach? That's kind of been their MO this year, forcing a lot of turnovers and getting stuff off of that. How do you think y'all did?
That was good for the most part. The turnovers we had were kind of glaring. We caught one right in the middle, right where we wanted to catch it, and then turned and threw it away. And then right after that, we got another pass deflected, and then we had a dangerous pass aside. So we kind of lumped together there, and that segment did not look good, but overall we handled it pretty well. Early on, when they were trapping, we were able to get it back to Byron, and most people want forwards. The opponents want the forwards to handle the ball, and we want Byron to handle the ball. He's a great passer, plays with great poise. So that worked out really well for us early, getting him the ball in the middle of the floor, and he went down and got a layup, and then he came down and got an assist. So he's a different type of player in press offense.
Coach, what was your reaction to Keaton's dunk?
Well, I tried to stay calm, but I kind of wanted to jump up and down like everybody else. That was pretty impressive, and Keaton didn't always show that type of athleticism a year ago. Really didn't show it that much in the offseason. It just kind of happened as the season's gone along here. He was playing great basketball all year, but something clicked with him. He started blocking shots up above the rim, started rebounding. In league play, I think he's averaging over 6 rebounds a game. So he's doing a heck of a job with that. And, I don't know that he could have done that a year ago. And now all of a sudden it's not even that surprising. He's just doing a lot of things up above the rim.
He makes plays like that in practice now too?
That was pretty good. I haven't seen too many like that in practice, but he's doing a lot of good things. He's using his strength. He can get in there in the paint and not get himself into trouble. But that was one of his better dunks.
He's had a great season so far, but do you feel that there's another level he can get to this season, or is this something that you're hoping he can just kind of sustain for the rest of the year?
Well, I think because of the way he prepares and takes care of his body and studies the game and watches film, his commitment level is very, very high. He wants to be an elite player, and he's getting there quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps getting better. This is a point in the season where some teams hit a wall, some individuals hit walls. I don't think his mentality is that. We play him big minutes. He comes back in, and he's fresh, ready to go again. So I think he'll keep getting better.
Let's talk about the combination of your 3 guards. Gio, Keaton, and Javon, they're all playing really, really well right now. And how does that extrapolate out into the future?
Yeah, those 3 guys have played a lot of minutes together the last 2 years. Dokier has given us a great lift off the bench, so we can just cycle all 4 of those guys through the 3 positions. We don't usually play a Doak at the point, but all 3 of those other guys will slide over and play some point. If we're getting a lot of ball pressure. Any of them can go and handle it. They play off of each other really, really well. Yeah, it's exciting, you know, looking forward with those guys because they're just going to keep getting better. You know, and for Javon and Keaton to make that kind of jump after having such a good freshman year really speaks to their work ethic and their desire. Usually average players and below average players have the big improvements. Those guys were stars as freshmen, and they still made a big jump. And Gio is just, you know, again, when he's making shots like that, he's a terrific player. He's always there defensively. He's always there, you know, fighting, competing, sticking his nose in there on loose balls, digging balls out of the post. He does so much for us, and when we get offense from him, it's just a bonus.
Steve, you guys are right in the mix for first place in Conference USA. Do you believe that your team is capable of being the top team in this league?
Well, I do. You know, we've beaten the other teams that we're neck and neck with right now. Obviously, the Old Dominion game was a little bit crazy, you know, and they really handled us until our crazy comeback. So we have great respect for them, and those other teams are good. There's still not much separation, you know. We like where we're at. We know we can beat anybody. We know we can go on the road and win now. We feel good about that. We're healthy. Our chemistry's great. So we have everything in place to make a run at it. We know it's going to be tough, but we like the position we're in.
How about Javon scoring over 1,000 points this early, and then the kind of leadership he provides from there?
Yeah, that was. I kind of forgot about that. I knew going into the game that Javon was close to 1,000. That's a pretty quick run to 1,000 there. He's just going to keep filling it up. Tonight wasn't one of his best games scoring the ball, but he stayed in there. He was happy for his teammates. You know, those guys got a lot of attention last week, and deservedly so. But I was glad to see them both excited for everybody else to have big nights tonight as well. But yeah, Javon's gonna shatter a lot of records, and all those guys. You know, guys Gio and Byron started every game of their careers, and Byron's gonna end up with a chance to be all-time leading rebounder here. But yeah, Keaton and Javon are gonna put up huge numbers.
Coach, A-Team has had 2 pretty good ball games in a row, but now have you been seeing that in practice? Have you been seeing this coming?
Yeah, just again, so much more comfortable. You know, junior college guys are interesting in it. Sometimes they come in and it takes them a full year to get comfortable. And he's done a good job of making the adjustment. He's playing with more confidence all the time. He knows he's going to play. You know, he's playing almost 20 minutes a game. And we just praise him defensively all the time, but he's getting much more comfortable offensively. Had that huge game against Marshall the other day. Not only with the 12 points, 12 rebounds, but he was a key factor down the stretch defensively. And then for him to come in here again today, and I don't know what he finished up with point-wise. I think it was double digits, and shot a high percentage, and he's making his free throws. So he's doing good things, really good things.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.